investigating last night and trying to find out what, there's got to be a component or a delivery issue or something with the traction compact. There's multiple companies. VP is a great one. They have, but apparently it is a shipping issue.
Right.
As best I can tell. I'm sure somebody can come in and if Rick Pennington is listening, maybe he can give us a call, and he's our local VP dealer, and give it a little more insight into it. But it does appear that it's a delivery issue.
Okay.
So maybe all these problems will get going. And
so what you're thinking, instead of running drugs or guns, we're going to go
VST.
We're going to go run glue.
You're a glue salesman.
Yep.
Hey, whatever it takes.
See, I was just thinking we need to kill more horses or something. I didn't know what it was.
That's the glue factory.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to do it. I'm not getting into all that. But anyway, we've got a lot of the tracks have canceled. We're in the neat part of the year. It's nice and hot, and you're getting your 5-layer fire suit in the car because the air conditioner don't work real well because we actually don't have air conditioning. You get in there and get suited up and strapped up and get ready to go, and nothing.
Yeah.
So it's this is that time of year, and you just drip sweat out of your helmet and onto your eyes, and you have to rub them out. So that is this time of year. The Capital City has canceled. I said the only ones we know that are running is Bayleton and Holiday Beach. And how about this? Last Mountain will be running tonight because that is a no prep event, a late night street fight. All these guys bring their own track prep with them. There's Skinny Sauce. Here's your new one, Landon. Stripper Glitter.
Yep. Popular one.
So there's a lot of, and they generally buy that stuff in the 1 gallon jug. So, they put it under their own tires. And the track, of course, they buy it by the drum and spray it out of the big sprayer. When you first get to the track on a no prep event, the track generally is not real good, but by the middle of the night, there's been enough people put traction compound down that the track actually turned out pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, Jake's doing a test and tune.
Oh, they are? Okay. Well, that is, the only thing I've got on my sheet this morning is a bunch of scribbling. We were struggling because the tracks are closed. Or what do you do?
Now there's the racing in Huntsville is going to be very promising.
Oh yeah,
especially if you're a 7.0 or 6.0 car.
Heck yeah, $10,000 in 7.0, $10,000 6.0. Now is that a $10,000 pot or $10,000 a win?
Winner
$10,000.
Runner up gets $1,000.
Ooh, and then it falls off sharply after that.
500 in semis.
Okay. So anyway, that is going on in Huntsville. That's the 7.0, 6.0 guys. That's been going for, I think this is the 20th year, 30th year. We started that thing in '92. The 7.0, and actually it was 620.
I bet say it's more than 20 years ago.
It was how many years since '92 was the year?
Okay.
So it's 30 years.
29 years.
29. Oh, good Lord.
Well, no, I'm sorry. It's 30.
30th year. It's amazing that continued after all these years. The way the 7.0, 6.0, or 620 started, I had a fast street car, and every event I went to, I would be number 8 qualifier, which that means, your first round fodder, somebody's fixing to tear your head off.
Yeah.
So I always had pretty good stuff, but it was embarrassing. But I'd make the field, but that's about it. I thought, there's got to be a better way. So we broke it up and got to thinking, me and Darrell Banks sit at the house and talked about this and wrote the rules. I still have an original copy of the original rules that were written. It's in my trophy case downstairs. We come up with this 7.0 thing is how many, the way we come up with the numbers, how many cars could we put in A class that were close to that time, and we got to counting, and the cars that run 7.0s, and really that's a 1080 quarter mile car, so that's they're fast.
Right.
So we counted just the ones we knew, 40 or 50 cars. So and then the 620, there was at least that many. And actually, I was in a race in Huntsville, 76 620 cars. I was 620 or 60, whatever. There were 76 of them, and I was the only guy from Birmingham. So that thing has gotten huge, and I can't believe this is the 30th year of it. Even drag boat racing got 7.0 and 6.0 class at the Firebird. I believe Firebird Speedway out in Arizona. They've got drag race boats and all out there.
Yes.
They have a 7.0, 6.0 class in that too. That's kind of exciting.
So now you're going to monetize it, charge everybody $1 for every 6.0 and 7.0 car they have.
I don't think it's going to work out too well.
Yeah.
They'll be grandfathered in.
Yep.
I like to say hello or good morning to Tom Egan. I saw Tom yesterday. First time I've seen him in, it's got to be 25, 30 years. I set up Gardendale Performance, and he came in and he said, "I know you." I probably do. I've been from around the races or something. And he asked my name. He said, "I remember you." I said, "What's your name?" He told me. And one of us is aged. Now I'm not sure which one of us it is, but I think it's he that is aged.
Oh, he's gotten older. I see.
Yeah, not me. I still feel 42, but it was good to see him. And I said, "Wait a minute, you had Z cars?" "Oh yeah." He was also involved in a deal. Remember the TV show Overhauling?
Yes.
Well, they had a friend. Billy Mitchell had a Eurasian Auto Service on the south side of Birmingham. He had a 911 Turbo. I mean, the Mac Daddy of the cars. He was having some work done at his house. So to do away with keep from any damage to the car, he put it at his mother-in-law's house, which is not a big deal. She had a place to keep it. Well, Tom and his buddies found out that it was going to be over for a while. They went and stole it. They went and got his car and completely redid it down at Watkins Auto Body, and they completely redid it. Everybody from the Porsche Club went over there, and they had 20 or 30 people working on his car. They got it all fixed up, completely painted, brand new, looked great. The only thing they did not change, there was a SCCA sticker, that's Sports Car Club of America. I think his SCCA sticker on one of the windows. Well, they didn't do that, so when it came time for the reveal, they brought that thing over to one of them, maybe Tom's house. But anyway, brought one of them to the house. And, well, they got everybody out there, and of course, Billy, they say, "Hey, let me come out here in the backyard and show you something." So we walked out, and this car looked brand new. He said, "My gosh, that thing's nice." And he went out there and looked, saw his chair. "Hey, that's my car." So that was a great story. His buddies got together and redid that thing.
That is great.
Yep.
It's a good group of friends.
Oh, it really is. And it had a nice car. It just had some years on it, and it looked like it had some years on it. But they brought it back up to Porsche quality paint, because Watkins did all the and that's actually Mike has sold out now, and there's I don't know who the owner is now, but the Watkins Auto Body, they did a good job downtown. It's a lot of high end stuff.
Right.
So anyway, that was a neat story. So Tom, was good to see you. He said he'd be listening in this morning. How about that?
Okay, good.
So anyway, you said Jake's doing a test and tune.
That's right. So we have that'll make Huntsville, Jake's, Lasser Mountain, Holiday Beach, and what's Capital City? Bayleton.
Yeah.
And was Capital City on that?
No, they canceled, I believe. I might be wrong.
Okay, no, they canceled last night.
Oh,
but they're on today.
Oh, Capital City.
operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Welcome back into DragRace Central. We were just looking the Southeast Gassers, and I'm not sure that works out. Southeast Gassers are in Lyons, Indiana. I went by Todd's place yesterday over at MTO Motors, and I said, "Todd here?" They said, well, "You ought to know he's in Indiana." Oops! Oh yeah, I knew that. So I was in radio show mode, and I forgot that that there's a guy who do go racing.
Yeah. So
they were up there, and I hope they. And Ken Rainwater, he's another one of our local guys, and Ricky Jones. Hey, Landon, his car is called a Stud Muffin.
Stud Muffin.
Ken's is a Renegade, and Todd's is Double X, because it's Double X big. So these guys, I hope they all do a good job.
Double XL, huh?
Double X, that's right. And they have A, B, and C gas. A gas is maybe 6.5 pounds per cubic inch. These are high winding, real nice small blocks. These things are turned 10 or 11,000 RPM regularly, and they've got to have some awful good pieces in there because they just keep on and on and on going.
It's weed eater powered.
Man, alive.
Turning it that hard.
If you've never had an opportunity to see these guys, it's a lot of fun. All of them got straight shifts and sidestep the clutch and then hold on.
Yeah,
they do an awful good job.
No.
We only had one gasser event in the state this year. Of course, it was at Laster Mountain, a great event, always enjoyable. And you see people at the track you hadn't seen in years, because it brought back, it's brought back the old timey drag racing and from a period gone by. So anyway, it's a lot of fun to watch. And the pro mod cars are faster, and a lot of bracket cars are a whole lot faster than that. But these things crash 4 times every pass, and just most time don't hit anything. You always say, you take off and car spin, you get back on it. That was probably a bad idea. It spins the second time, you get off and get back on it, you fix to hit something. If you do it the third time, you've already wrecked. You just hadn't hit nothing yet because you fixing to. You can recover from one spin. But these gassers, they get off the gas 4 times every pass. 3 times. Well, they'll leave him first and go to about 60 foot out. They're already touched the clutch pedal and swapped into second, and then they go to third and then to fourth. But you've got to unload the chassis and load it again every time that thing makes a pass. So these things, they do a great job. And how about this? Only the center line is out of bounds. You cross center line, you're out. If you hit the wall and continue, they don't even care.
Okay.
So in most drag racing, if you hit the retaining wall, they really want you to quit, but not the gassers.
No.
So anyway, it's kind of exciting. We were talking. Next time we're going to take the Corvette out.
We found 2 events back to back.
2 events.
One I want you to know is substantially closer.
Well, think about this. Montgomery, we all love going down there.
It's great.
Capital City does an outstanding job. It's great facilities and good camping and all the things you want. They check all the boxes. It's 106 miles from the house.
Right.
Now we go to Steele. That is the other one. They got the Night of Fire. That is one heck of a show.
It is. Probably one of the largest in Alabama.
It is. There. If you've ever been to
Some friends down there at Drag Coverage.
Oh, it's part of their deal. Okay.
It is their event.
Okay, well, you when you get to the steel, before you get to the track, there's a field to the left. This would be going down the track would be the left of the track. The field has got maybe 30, 40, 50 acres. Big, it's the entire length. There won't be a parking spot left in that. That's how many cars come to this thing. That's just how many people come to it.
Mm-hmm.
You get in the pits, they've got, and they may have changed, it used to be 7 acres of asphalt. It's what they had there at Steel. There's no parking. It's completely full. They got some jet cars and pro mods, and they've got a bunch of stuff going on.
I've got it figured out.
Oh, what's that?
What we do. We bring both cars.
Okay.
We do a long overturning smoky burnout with the purple car.
Okay.
And then we remind everybody it's for sale.
Okay.
And then what you do is you just go ahead and just plan to blow tires off at the start line, and everybody's like, "Man, that's a serious piece. I might have to go look at that."
I can make that happen.
It's good advertisement, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, it needs to go fast. I'm not,
Now the Corvette, it can go fast.
It goes real fast.
Yeah, we can actually be competitive with that.
If I ever get enough umption to turn the nitrous on, I'm not there yet, and unfortunately, and I want to let everybody know this. I went to Tannehill, took the grandson down. Me and the group, we went down to Tannehill, and was camping out. Took the RV down. I mean, we did the whole back up to the creek thing. It was great. Well, I went to bed Sunday night, 10 o'clock ish. Normal time. I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning. I could not see out of my left eye. Apparently, a blood vessel has burst in my eye. So, it felt like if you ever woke up, had sleepy in your eye and you just can't see. And now, I want to go back to sleep. There's no pain, no nothing. Went on back to sleep. And I said, it'll be all right a little bit. I woke up at about 7:30. I could see light, some movement. Couldn't see squat out of my left eye. So we got up and went to the doctor, and I had to have eye surgery on Wednesday.
Yes.
That's a little bit weird.
Oh, yeah. Hearing about it was weird enough.
You ought to have been here with me.
I'm good.
I
try to get a celebrity cut in.
That's what you told me. You're gonna go in there and say, "Look, I had never done this, but I spent the night at the Holiday Inn Express."
That's it.
I had surgery, and it looks like I've been in a bad fight, and I did not win.
They caught you now pretty good.
Yeah. So it's real red, but they did get the blood out and stopped a bleed and lasered some scarring off my retina. All that being said, I mentioned that I drive a race car, and they kind of frowned on the fact that you don't need to be doing that for a while. So
I had right there. You said for a while.
For a while for them, a while for me might be.
Yeah. So like, what if for a while means it's like next Saturday?
I agree, but I've determined in my wisdom that not being able to see is bad.
Yeah.
So I'm back. I'm about 20% of where I should be. But I can see. But if this stops my driving, and I've been driving for 40 plus years, a race car, this may do it for me.
It might.
And what's upsetting, I never went in the fours.
Oh, we'll get you in the fours. Don't worry.
Not if I can't drive anymore.
Why? I'll drive. I'll put you in the fours.
No.
We'll put a passenger seat in.
That's the same problem. I still got to be in the thing.
I know. So I'm saying we'll put a passenger seat in.
So I'm gonna turn around backward where it will flatten my retinas when you take off so hard.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I love you and all, but I ain't riding with you. This is a different animal, bud. You ain't been in this one yet.
I have not.
Holy smoke! I went a 513 at 138, as fast as I have ever been. And I was hoping. We were up I-22, and I had some spinning issues. And I did the math. The 513 was a 121 and 60 foot. At I-22, it had a 118. So that is picked up 3. So if you pick up 3 in the 60 foot, you'll pick up 6 in 8th mile. That would put me in the O's, but not a 4-second. So if in a few weeks they allow me to start driving again, I'm going into 4s.
Yeah.
Don't know how many times, but I'm going into 4s.
We'll get you there.
We've got the Night of Fire. That is August the 12th. The weekend of the 12th. Is that
20th.
what is?
It's
Capital
Cities.
Capital City's the 12th.
Yes.
And then the next weekend is the Night of Fire at Steel.
That's right.
We might make both of them. I got enough fuel. Hey, we got to see what it pays to qualify.
Yeah. Both are going to be tough fields.
Yeah, the break in Montgomery will be a 381-ish.
It was 391 last time.
391?
Well, last time we went.
Well,
It was 27 pro mods.
That was pretty neat. It's the Southern Outlaw Series is what they call that. They do a lot of blown cars.
So.
The field may be a bit softer at Steel. A lot of nitrous cars, be some blower cars, and also we've got at Huntsville today, Big Money and Batman. Got a match race today at the deal up in Huntsville. Both those guys do an outstanding job. I got to see Tim Seegers and Batman. I got to see his parachutes.
Got an up close personal view, huh?
It really wasn't that close. When he pulled his parachute, he was in a different zip code than me. Good Lord, you just cannot imagine how these things will drive. He got small. He got really small real quick.
Well, you look, and the upside thing about like this, you went 840 and only accelerated for about 40 feet.
Yep. I blew the tires off, and it wouldn't matter. Hey, if that thing had been hooked like a freight train, he'd have still outrun me 40 car lengths. But anyway, we got to do it, and just to be in this arena playing is the most awesome thing ever.
Oh yes.
You and I were at Montgomery.
Which, going back to that, you referred to retiring from driving that night as well.
Yes. Because I offered it. I said, "You want to try this? You need to go in 4s first."
Yeah, I still think that. Put you in the 4s.
Well, physically, if I can do it.
I thought you had a plane if we have to.
I already hold the ET record at Laster Mountain.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, I thought you out of it.
I don't think you man enough.
We'll go out together.
We might go out together, but you ain't sending me. A perfectly good airplane. I'm not jumping out.
I didn't say I was let you jump out. We'll drive out.
I hold the ET record and speed record at Laster Mountain Dragway. A lot of people think Hank Stubbs does. I got Hank covered. I came across
like a sub 2.
Oh, I was zinging. I came across that would be on the east side of Laster Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I came across the trees at about 200 miles an hour in my plane and made me a pass down the drag strip. God, it's been late 80s. Anyway, I was hooning when I went across the drag strip. So I actually hold the ET. I didn't get ET slip, but I hold the record.
We're expecting like a 199.
Oh, I was way above 200. I was been 220, 230.
That's how much your ET. Yeah, ET. We're thinking like a 199.
Well, it really helps if you can get a run and go at it.
It does.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back on DragRace Central.
Have you ever had weird sounds coming from your trailer? Are you stopping at a red light and your tire from your trailer passes you? Then you need the Hub Saver. You can find them on the web at thehubsaver.com. So don't get stranded on the side of the road for 24 hours and lose money. Go to thehubsaver.com.
This portion of the show is brought to you by The Home Place. They have 2 locations. They have Pinson and Warrior. Pinson number is 205-681-6226 or the Warrior location at 205-543-6556.
Have you mixed your pain meds, your sleep meds, your allergy meds? Call the Poison Helpline. Has your child eaten a tube of toothpaste, a chip of paint, a wild mushroom? Call the Poison Helpline. Have you been bitten by a spider, a snake, an insect? Call the Poison Helpline. Poisonings can happen at the home, on the job, or in the great outdoors. Call the Poison Helpline first for fast, free advice from medical professionals. Call 1-800-222-1222 anytime, anywhere. 1-800-222-1222. Save the number, save a life. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This is Ricky Rubio, point guard for the Phoenix Suns.
And I'm Holly Robinson Peete, actor and along with Ricky, ambassador for Delivering Jobs. We know that a job is empowering and instills confidence. Yet 81% of adults with developmental differences don't have a paid job, even though companies that employ people with differences report better morale and higher productivity.
There are 6.5 million people in the U.S. with an intellectual or developmental difference such as autism.
And now, thanks to Autism Speaks, Best Buddies, the Holly Rod Foundation, and Special Olympics, there has never been more opportunity to improve hiring practices and build a more inclusive workforce. Join me, Ricky Rubio, and these amazing organizations in supporting and creating pathways to 1 million employment and leadership opportunities for this talented community.
Visit deliveringjobs.org to learn more.
That's deliveringjobs.org.
I'm a veteran. We hit a mine in Vietnam.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My victory's been never giving up hope.
DAV helps veterans of every generation get the benefits they've earned.
I finally admitted, with my PTSD, I wasn't doing well.
So veterans can reach victories, great and small.
Now I wish I'd found DAV sooner. My victory is just enjoying each day.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Welcome back in to DragRace Central. I'm going to do some real radio shows. 6:33, July the 23rd. If you've got to be at work at 6:30, you're late. But if you don't have to be there to 7,
give them a good excuse. Tell them you were too busy listening to the radio.
You had something really important going on.
That's right.
Sandy Davies, if you're out on the way to work, hurry up and get there.
Sandy Davies.
Yep, I heard him. Billy. She's one of our biggest fans.
Okay. Hey, speak of, Donna said good morning.
Well, good morning, Miss Donna. Now Donna and William will be at
it's William's birthday.
Holy, 29 again. You know, Donna robbed the cradle. William,
she said now that it's his birthday today, he has to win.
Oh, there's a rule.
Street fight.
Well, so I'm gonna get on her pretty hard. She robbed the cradle. William is younger than she is. Robbed the cradle. It's just terrible. William still has lights on in his tennis shoes. No, Donna, I'm messing with you. You know, if you want to find me at the racetrack and Donna William are there, I'm up here sitting by them. So we're having a good time. And by the way, she is Snack Lady at some of our events, and make sure you come by and visit with Snack Lady. And she always makes sure I have a cold drink and some snacks. So that's wonderful. So
she's gonna help you get on the road to recovery.
Talking about getting my snacks.
Now, as road to recovery, we get your eye fixed up, get you in the 4s.
Well, that's spooky.
Yeah,
real spooky. But that's all right. I need a track that's really wide and really long.
We can do that.
Montgomery and was I-22. They got plenty of room. You just, we mentioned I-22. They still got construction issues.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lightning strike up there. Lightning, approximately 100 million volts. They're not even sure.
The best story I ever heard was this is post World War One. Somebody had the idea. It's like, hey, they're talking about clean renewable energy at the time. They said, why don't we just harness power of lightning?
Mm-hmm.
So they had stored up all these batteries, getting ready, and they were ready for it to strike down and get it. It burned everything to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Because they said it was roughly 1,000 times more than they had calculated.
Yep. They think a lightning bolt is about 100 million volts. That's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
If you see a tree that is hit and there's nothing left, no, I don't believe we want none of that.
It crystallizes sand on contact.
Cool. Mother Nature is kind of wicked.
That she is.
Anyway, we'll be up at Late Night Street Fight tonight. Don and William have the voodoo up there. They run the 7-0 class. Now they're having lots and lots of fun with that thing. William called me the other day and said that they were, what has happened?
Chris says put curb feelers on your race car.
Chris, curb feelers on my race car. I can have a C&I dog. What do you think about that? Curb feelers. Chris, that wasn't.
No. I'll treat you like you used to treat me when I was a kid. We'll get you up there lined up. You be thinking, so all you do is got to drive straight. Don't turn nothing.
Yeah, just make sure you pass everybody and don't let anybody pass you, and you'll win.
Yeah, just go straight. You don't have to see this.
Yeah, I'm beeping here too. That is too funny. Curb feelers on a race car.
That's it.
Now Chris don't think I'll put them on there. I'll be the only pro mod car with curb feelers. I bet you that I can get in my J.C. Whitney catalog and I'll find some other stuff in there that'd be kind of cool.
Probably so.
Yeah, there's some adapter kit from J.C. Whitney. They got adapter kits for everything.
That's it.
If you hadn't had an opportunity to see J.C. Whitney catalog, Summit and Jegs and all, hadn't got anything on J.C. Whitney. They got stuff. But I bought several things from them and I've never been disappointed. Their catalog is kind of cheesy. Yeah, all the products are drawn in. There's no pictures. But I think the only place you can get a catalog now is Books A Million. But still, that's some good reading. If you go to your J.C. Whitney catalog. But anyway, tonight the Late Night Street Fight will be going on at Laster Mountain. If you've never had an opportunity to go up and see these guys, they do an outstanding job. There'll be probably 75 to 100 cars there in several different classes. They'll be competing with some of the stuff going on at Huntsville. But you start running for $10,000. The heavy hitters show up for that.
Mm-hmm.
The first
6-0 and 7-0 tonight.
In 7-0, when they qualify, the first 15 or 20 will be 7-0, and then you have to go to the third and fourth numbers to find out who's number one. 7-0 with a 9, and you go all the way to 7-0 with a O. So these they'll be the first 10 to 15 will all be 7-0s, and you have to go to the next number or two, because on the computer it goes for actually 5 numbers. You only see 2 on your sheet when you get that.
Do you remember my last time running 7-0?
Montgomery?
Yep.
Yeah.
I ended up against world champion.
Yep. I said, don't want to make you nervous, but the guy beside you, he's won championship many, many times. Okay. You was about 14, 15.
That's about 15, yeah.
No driver's license. That didn't matter. We didn't tell nobody.
No.
Wouldn't run himself.
No, that car ran mid-6s.
581 as fast as that car ever went.
Yeah. I was in my at the time.
Right. But but I told you, just going down. Everything's all right.
You said just outrun him. I said okay.
Get there first.
I did.
Yep.
I broke out by, I think it was a .02.
Yep, you broke out, but just get in front of him and stay there.
698. That's pretty close.
Yep. Anyway, that's a loss. 941-1011 is our number. You can give us a call here on Drag Race Central here on Saturday morning at 6:40 on this Saturday morning. I got to mention, and you haven't even got one of our new shirts yet.
I have not.
They're there in the box in the kitchen.
That's right. We'll be sporting those this coming Pro Mod race we make it to.
Yep, and things looking good. You got the 53 Corvette on front of a shirt. This thing.
So that means we at least need to sell all those shirts before you sell the car.
I agree.
Or you get a package deal. If you buy the car, you get a whole box of shirts.
Let me tell you, when you start doing custom stuff with beautiful pictures on front, them shirts are expensive.
Yeah.
Holy smoke.
I'm still thinking at some point in the off season we need a hoodie of some sorts.
All right, we'll do it. Because when you put that picture on the front of a hoodie, and they're concerned on the back, when your hoodie goes down, you won't be able to see what you're doing. Whatever's on the thing. But this.
I just want a big Drag Race Central hoodie.
Okay, we'll do that.
The DRC.
So I'll get with Ron Hughes screen printing. I'll get with him, and right now with it 175 degrees outside, should be able to get hoodies at a good buy.
That's the thing. You should. Yes.
Go ahead and get all of them purchased up.
Yeah, because I still I'm all about Drag Race Central even in their off season.
Yeah. Well, you also the one wearing an old Bama Dragway hoodie.
That is a vintage hoodie.
I've got one somewhere.
You used to have a pile of them at one point.
Yeah,
I think most of them rotted away.
They've escaped.
Yep.
I purged my closet.
Mm-hmm.
Hottie got in my closet and purged it. There were a whole bunch of shirts that hadn't been worn in this century.
I usually only wear that Bama hoodie to what's the big car show? Help me out here.
Oh, World of Wheels.
World of Wheels.
Yeah.
It's usually when I wear that hoodie.
One of our shirts has the Black Widow Car Club on it.
Which is that those?
Oh, you're rocking one right now. I was eating at Waffle Jacks, as Britain calls it. I was at Waffle House the other day, and the guy came up and said, "Hey, was you a part of the Black Widows?" I said, "No, sir." I told him. He said,
"You're not that old."
He said, "I was part of that." And he said, "I still got my brass tag somewhere." I said, "Well, this picture came off of Slick 8 Air's brass tag." Slick let me have a thing and recopied it and put it on the back of the shirt. And Slick said, "Look, don't clean that thing up. I like it just like it is. Oh, we won't touch it." Anyway, we got it back just like it was, and I appreciate Slick letting me borrow that thing.
Oh, yes.
But that guy he come up in his overhauls, talking about he was part of the Black Widow Club. So you'll get that. I think last time somebody asked you, didn't they? We were somewhere.
I've had all kinds of questions.
And they say, "Hey, you're too young to be part of the Black Widows." I know, and then you begin to explain what our relationship to the Black Widows.
Right.
So that worked out pretty good.
Oh, yes.
So maybe in the we get these shirts going. I sent one to our buddy Steve up in Tennessee.
Right.
He came to the I-22 race, and I told him our shirts wasn't ready yet, but I intended to have them ready at I-22, but it just the logistics, it just didn't happen.
Right.
So anyway, we do have this thing ready, and you interested in this is they call it some technology. You can wash it and sling it, and it's dry. So it's
sling dry.
Yeah, it wicks the moisture away from you and all that. Anyway, you'll be styling and profiling.
That's right.
All right, we want to take a break. We'll be right back on Drag Race Central.
Have you ever had weird sounds coming from your trailer? Are you stopping at a red light and your tire from your trailer passes you? Then you need the Hub Saver. You can find them on the web at thehubsaver.com. So don't get stranded on the side of the road for 24 hours and lose money. Go to thehubsaver.com.
Ward Brothers Motorsports, 205-208-3278. That's 205-208-FAST. You can find them at 8691 Thornton Avenue, Leeds.
You've arrived at your destination.
Or look them up on the web at wardbrothersmotorsports.com. Performance vehicle dealer. No games, no gimmicks, just car guys who like to have fun.
This segment brought to you by Wholesale Transmission at 425 University Boulevard. Take care of all your transmission needs. The area code 205-251-0466. That's 251-0466.
Does your child have dreams? Some babies are born with SCID, a serious defect of the immune system. Fortunately, my daughter Lily was screened, diagnosed, treated, and cured. With newborn screening, Lily and every child can have a lifetime of dreams.
All newborns need to be screened for SCID. A simple test may save your baby's life. Jeffrey Modell Foundation, helping children reach for their dreams. To learn more, talk to your doctor or visit our website at info4pi.org.
For homeless students, the graduation rate is only 64%. United Way's Central Alabama Children's Fund helps Jefferson County in so many ways. We provide toiletry kits, clothing, air mattresses, book fees, school fees, and we're trying to stop homeless students from becoming America's homeless adults. Be an everyday hero.
Give to United Way of Central Alabama.
Welcome back in to DragRace Central. Landon, you need to talk about somebody this morning.
I do. We got our friends out there at Ray's Drive Shafts. Ray's Drive Shafts located at 1417 Decatur Highway in Fultondale, Alabama. Give them a call in at 256-572-7485. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Who sets you up with drive shafts to your needs.
Hey, I was up here talking to him yesterday. Okay. We are filling him up. He told me how many he was behind. So
behind's good.
Oh, it is.
I had figured it out, by the way.
What's that?
I was walking back. It had hit me, or had struck me, that in every movie there's a tragedy had fallen, and then you overcome these tragedies. Okay. So you're going to recover from your eye, and then you'll be the first pro mod to go 340s.
No. Actually, a 348 is a record right now.
Oh, 340 then.
Yeah.
347.
330s.
330s. Okay, yeah. So we had to reset our goals there.
235 miles an hour.
Yeah, this is it. We figured it out.
I'll be just like the guy on the movie Jaws. I think we need a bigger boat. And the shark was trying to eat them. Oh, we need a bigger boat.
We could sell both race cars and buy one race car.
Yeah.
That it require that kind of money.
We're not sure how much money it requires, but it's more than we spent already. That's for dang sure.
Yeah.
We'll have to spend a nickel or two. And by the way, Donna, I know you listen. Get off some of that money and buy a William Miss 55.
We need race car money.
That's right.
Which on the way here, I was disappointed in you.
What happened?
You discussed selling both race cars and just buying a driver.
I did mention that. If I can't drive anymore, why would I want a race car?
So you watch me drive.
And I do that.
Yeah.
But I don't.
We go pro mod racing.
How many times have you been in a car in the last 10 years?
Not many.
Okay.
10,
Oh,
yeah.
I just wanted to mention that. I'll be sitting at the racetrack waiting on you to get there. Oh, I was busy. Nah, you're good about showing up.
Yeah, I've beaten you a couple places.
You have?
Yeah.
Cause that's bad. Because if I get there first, you get in free. If you get there first, you have to pay.
That has been before. we both showed up to a race at Baylitz, and he told me to go ahead and meet you there around this time. I said, okay. So I got in there, paid my way in, and then you got there. You said, wait, you're already here? I was like, yeah. He's like, I just paid them for you to come in.
Oh, well. They appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, we were, I don't know if you know that we were talking about Ray's.
Ray's Drive Shafts, that's right. Give me a call down at 256-572-7485, Monday through Friday.
There was a pile of shafts. He had all the tubes cut.
No, look, like you said, they're behind. So go ahead and get your name in the hat. That way, whenever it's you can be in line.
When it comes time.
When it comes time.
Well, just like we talk about VP Racing Fuel, if you need nitrous today, it's not going to happen. If you need nitrous today, you should have started 3 or 4 days ago.
If I buy a nitrous bottle, does it come full?
No. You cannot ship nitrous bottles full.
But if I buy it from somewhere?
Oh, if you buy it from somewhere, you can buy them. The Corvette came with 4 bottles. 3 of them were full.
Oh, good, because you needed some more. You're running low.
Hey,
what are you down to, like 12?
I got plenty of nitrous bottles now.
At this point, you're going to become a nitrous dealer.
Well, I've got enough nitrous. I can sell it. Because I can sell nitrous. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I got.
Your fill bottle's empty. So
I think I've got 5 full bottles. That's what I've got. So I'm in good shape.
That's plenty enough to go in the 4s.
So I'm going to put 2 bottles in the Corvette. Now, 1 bottle's got to be that pillow where Gillespie to steal it out of the car again.
Yeah.
That was one of the best things we've done.
Outside of the squealy bars, I think it was pretty good.
The squealy bars, the squealy wheels.
It's got squealy wheels.
Yeah. Let me tell you a story about a squealy wheel. I had a SM195 Mustang. I think it was 95 or something.
It was a 95 model.
Yeah. Anyway, we put our old big motor in it and put tailpipes all the way out the back. Well, I had this thing in the air on a drive-in rack, and I guess. I don't know if it's my fertile mind or my demented mind, whatever. There was an old office chair there that had
caster wheels
on it. And of course, the chairs, of no value. I took caster wheels, stuck on the tailpipe. I welded wheels on tailpipes. Funniest looking thing you ever seen. So we was off somewhere, and somebody said, "What in the world is that?" I said, "That's my squealy wheels." He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, if the car gets up on them wheels, you be squealing like a little girl." But it's funny when people stop and look at that thing, and something wrong with that. Had caster wheels on the tailpipes.
That's it.
Hey, I'll try anything to get a rise out of the crowd.
Hey, going back to what you said, VP Racing Fuel has several locations. Today they'll have Baylton Dragway, Laster Mountain Dragway, Holiday Beach,
in Capital City.
All those tracks will be open today.
NVS Auto,
DG Motorsports, Off-Road Connections, and Dodge City Collision.
Yeah, that's right, Dodge City Collision also. If you're not familiar with Dodge City is, that's just south of Coleman. Get off the Dodge City exit.
Top of the hill.
Yeah, you go down from the exit, it's about, 3/4 of a mile-ish?
About a mile on the left.
Yeah, on the left.
It's in the hole.
It definitely in the hole. Go ahead and see them and get some good race fuel up there. We hope to get Ricky Pennington to give us a call and tell us more about the track prep, the shortage on it.
Look, if you get us a boat, we'll go run some.
Yeah. So you got dope? No, I got track prep. Well, that's not illegal. Yeah, but nobody can get it. So I
do it ourselves.
I wonder if we can get it in Mexico.
Good question.
I'll be in Mexico next weekend. Okay. So maybe I'll ask
around.
I'll ask around if anybody got traction. See if I can find that guy.
Yeah.
Out on the back alley. I will. Hey man, you got any traction compound?
Got a dime bag.
Dime bag. I think a drum $600. It's pretty expensive.
That's actually not bad.
It's not?
Compared to the prices I saw. So at one point it said the price was $50 a gallon.
Well, if you buy it per gallon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you got to...
so $600, like I said, it's not bad.
if you're buying 55 gallons at a time.
Yeah.
I guess that's right. Anyway, that's I'm going on a cruise next weekend. Leave out Thursday morning, and be back. I think maybe Tuesday-ish. I think that's when it is. Made a deal to go on a cruise out of Mobile. So one of the reasons I like that is the parking deck is hooked to the ship. You don't have to walk very far. So that's pretty good. We'll get down to about 1:30 to 2 o'clock, and the ship leaves out at 4. So this ought to be a fun trip.
That's good. I'm happy for you.
Oh yeah, it's going to be. It's been paid for since May, so maybe we'll get an opportunity to enjoy ourselves.
That's right. If the exhaust catch on fire, just know I'm laughing at you.
Well, it got a big old puddle of water we're in, so putting it out shouldn't be a big deal. Right?
You'd think so.
They got a big puddle of water. They ain't gonna run out of water. It's an ocean.
Oh yeah.
We got to get our buddy with the jet ski to skeet the water up on top of the thing.
You're gonna need one heck of a jet ski.
Yeah, these boats are big. Yeah. These are legitimately ships.
Yep.
So anyway, that's going to happen next weekend. VP Racing Fuel, we talked about them. All the locations that we have locally to get them. Also, if you want your nitrous bottle filled, leave it at Gardell Performance, and Rick will come by and get it and fill it up for you and bring it back. And one of the things we want to tell you is don't use a torch on your bottle. Use a bottle heater, and it's safe and all that stuff. And when you put a torch on it, it changes the metal. And these things are 1,000 psi, and that'll make a mark if it blows up.
It will.
So make sure you don't do that. A lot of the guys who fill nitrous will not fill one that has had a torch on it.
Yep.
Of course, propane torch is different than a acetylene torch. Propane's bad. Acetylene, up in North Alabama, a guy was heating his mother bottle up. He laid his torch on it, and he walked off. Turned it on. It blew the garage down. Hurt some people.
Yeah.
That's bad. And if you ever seen one of these things blown apart, that bottle is about 4 feet wide when it blows up. So just make sure you don't do that. Put it out in the sun. Let the sun do it. The sun won't hurt it. A blowtorch certainly will.
Especially in this heat.
Oh, that's the truth. I heard somebody yesterday talking about a bottle heater. I said, you do know it's 95 degrees outside. Warming one up won't be a lot of problem now. But in these cool days, you have to, a lot of times you'll have to warm the things up. And a lot of your guys now, they'll read the pressure and just turn the fuel down accordingly. Because it works the same. So say your bottle pressure gets cold and it's down to 850, they'll just take a half pound of fuel out of it.
No, my favorite was watching in the early 2000s. You could watch a Pro Mod pull up and he'd purge half a bottle.
Oh yeah, because they heated it up way too hot, and they'll purge it to 950 pounds. That's what they're shooting for.
Right.
And now you got pusher systems, because the pusher systems are outlawed. Use nitrogen in there that regulator 950 pounds. It leave at 950 and finish at 950. So that's kind of neat. All right, I hear music in the background. We're going to take our 1 hour break. We'll be right back on DragRace Central.
A powerful message, now with more power. From the Crawford Broadcasting Studios, the best Bible teachers in America, with 100,000 watts at 101.1 FM and 850 AM. This is WXJC FM, WXJC HD Coleman,
WDJC HD2 Birmingham, HD2 Birmingham, HD2 Birmingham, HD2 Birmingham, HD2 Birmingham, HD2 Birmingham, HD2.
My friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end.
Welcome back to DragRace Central. You know, Landon, we are Champion Zone, and Chris is not even on the air with us.
Oh man,
that is Chris.
Maybe he's gonna call in. He heard his song. It's like the bat signal.
Like the bat signal, it could be, because next weekend I will be off. Chris is going to come in and co-host with you.
You sure will.
I'm sure he's been working on some content. I hope y'all have a good time. Of course, I know you will.
Oh yes.
And he even mentioned bringing his sister Karen in here with him.
Oh good.
That ought to be a hoot.
Ought to be.
Yep. So tonight, the Ashley Furniture Cruise In, I believe, is tonight in Fultondale. I believe the Livelies are probably already up. Landon, it was devastating. Let me tell you how devastating. Last month at Ashley Furniture, somebody got there before the Livelies and got their parking spot. It was devastating. They had to move one aisle over.
Oh goodness.
Oh, it was just terrible.
How did anybody even find them?
I don't know. It just, they were just a little bit.
They probably got done with the car show, walked back to the car, got in, realized it was the wrong car.
It was terrible. I bet you those people won't get their spot today.
I've done that before, by the way. I'd ridden with my girlfriend somewhere, to a big shopping. It was a Black Friday, at Walmart.
Uh-huh.
Well, we got done shopping, went back, got in the car, climbed in. I said, "Well, your car's not this clean." It is an identical car with the doors were unlocked. We just got in, sat down. I was just like, hang on, why is this thing so clean?
See,
we were an aisle over.
Well, years ago, Paul Harvey was Paul Harvey. The rest of the story was on for years and years, and Paul passed away. But he said this lady had come out of a mall, and walked up to her car, and there's four boys sitting in her car, and she said, "Get out of my car." And they had something smart to say. She said, "I told y'all to get out of my car." She took a step back and got her pistol out and made them get out of the car. These kids took off running. Well, she sat down in the car. It wasn't hers, it was theirs. So she felt so bad, she went to the police station to tell what it was. There's four black boys there saying, "This old white woman about to kill us. We ain't done nothing."
She's carjacking.
They got carjacked by Mama. It's kind of funny. So anyway, that's hey, there's all kind of crazy stories like that come up.
Crazy old white women.
Something might have been a Karen. Who knows?
Probably so.
Well, tonight, that is late night. I mean, Ashley Furniture, the cruise in. That's one of the largest cruise in our area. Mm-hmm. There'll be between 100 and 200 cars there.
There will also be late night street fight, which you were about to say.
There's going to be, that's if you like hot rodding.
That'll be about 5 miles away.
It is about that. Located in
atop Lassiter Mountain.
That's right. It's not Lassiter Mountain Speedway. It's on Lassiter Mountain. For years we call it Lassiter Mountain. Let's go up Lassiter Mountain. Because Lassiter is the correct term.
Yes.
It's like going to the library instead of the library.
Yeah.
So you had to think about that a little bit, didn't you? A library. It's a library. No, it's a library. If you're talking about a library,
English is a dumb language. All right.
It really is, but that's what we got.
It is.
So late night street fight will be going on. There'll be probably in 100 car range. A lot of good people come to that thing. A great event to come to.
We're really depending on William to win. He got to win his birthday race.
It is a birthday race. He comes ready to race.
That's
and so anyway, he's excited. I don't know. I'm not sure if he works on Saturdays or not. I think his new schedule has been kind of tough for him during the week, and he's struggled getting there. But I tell you what, they'll be there tonight with bells on. Donna, bring me some snacks because I will be mooching off of you tonight. It's kind of funny, isn't it?
I'm mooching off her. That's all right.
Well, Donna, she takes care of me. She's a snack lady.
Hey, she's asking if there's anything they could do for you while you're on your road recovery. I'm probably suggesting make fun of you until you get better.
Yeah, because I can't fight back. All you do is stand there and take it.
Yeah.
You know.
Throw some gang signs at you can't see.
I guess you're right.
No, time to take care of that for you.
I hope so. I went down to the Callahan Eye Foundation and I had this surgery and hey, I know it's surgery and you're laying there and they're cutting on you and whacking on you and but what a pleasant experience.
Yes.
They're just outstanding. So I'm just thrilled with they kind of put you in la la land. You're not really out. You can hear what's going on, but time has no meaning whatsoever.
Oh, it doesn't.
I could see a utensil go across my eye. Look like maybe like a toothpick going across my eye, and then I saw a flash of light. It was a laser. Zapped me a couple times, but it just I was in la la land.
Yeah.
Bad.
I had my nephew with me, and I took him for a little mile walk.
Oh yeah.
I just keep him out of that place.
Well,
hospitals aren't for children.
He's wild. Yeah. Just to be kind, he is wild. But he took care of me. Got back to the house. You brought him into recovery with me, and he wanted to stand and hold my hand, make sure Papa's shoe was okay.
Yeah.
But he was just sweet as can be. That went away. I said I'm all right, and it's okay to go crazy and okay to go crazy now, so that's all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, get an opportunity to come up to Late Night Street Fight tonight. It'll be a good place to hang out. It's going to be warm today, but when the sun goes down, it's just as nice as can be up there. There's a big hill and some trees, and the shadows come along pretty quick.
That they do.
So we'll be up there hanging out. I won't be taking a car tonight.
Right. We told not to, so.
I was told not to. I thought, well, I think there's probably a reason that guy has doctor in front of his name because he's smarter than I am.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of go with that.
Yeah, we'll get the green light before you get driving again.
I know it. I could drive something slow.
That's a good point.
I don't have anything slow.
What do you think they run pro stock? Is that a pro mod now?
Yeah, cut it down to about 3/10.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so. The big thing in the pro mod is the 60-foot time and the 330s are about the same. But boy, that last part of the track, everything gets to hooning. Pro stock is at 209 and a quarter, something like that. Pro mod 272. The El General went 272 miles an hour. You talking about a high gear, bud?
Yeah.
That thing's a hooning. And the biggest thing that I've noticed is when you get going that fast, they won't stop.
Yeah.
Stopping from 50 miles an hour, so what? I've fallen water skiing going 50. And I think I was on a bicycle, fell 50 mile an hour, almost 50. But the way I rolled up the ball, I think I was running 150. But you talking about 100 and something miles an hour, these things do not stop very well.
They do not.
So that's, at I-22, I took off, and I've never driven into the parachute. My intentions were to do my first parachute deal. The problem is that the parachute handle is up. It would be above my right shoulder and behind me.
Right.
But I'm a little bit busy. You go when I lifted off the gas, I reach up and reach for the handle. I couldn't find it. Then I just had to heck with this. I got on the brakes.
Right.
It didn't cause any problem, but I sure wanted to drive into the parachutes one time. So see how that worked.
Understandable.
So anyway, that's coming either at
Montgomery
or Montgomery Steel, whichever, or Capital City Motorsports Park or Steel. That'll be coming up here in the next month, assuming I get the okay.
Now, hang on. If we're going to get technical, because you called it Capital City instead of Montgomery, it's not Steel. It's Alabama International Dragway.
At Steel Station, Alabama. Yes. Steel Station, it was a whistle stop on the railroad. Alabama International Dragway. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I have been.
So we called it Steel's, just like calling Capital City Montgomery.
It is Montgomery.
It's Montgomery.
It's in Montgomery. That's for dang sure. It's outside of Montgomery.
The only one I don't think we could actually call that by, that city name is Lassiter Mountain, is because I don't think anybody really knows where it's at.
I agree. All right, let's go out and take a break. We'll be right back on Drag Race Central.
Ward Brothers Motorsports, 205-208-3278. That's 205-208-FAST. You can find them at 8691 Thornton Avenue, Leeds.
You've arrived at your destination.
Or look them up on the web at wardbrothersmotorsports.com. Performance vehicle dealer. No games, no gimmicks, just car guys who like to have fun.
Glassworks Plus offers expert commercial and residential glass services by installing, repairing, and replacing the glass on your property. Glassworks Plus will take care of all your glass needs, from tempered and insulated glass to window installation and shower enclosures. We have the skills and expertise to install and repair the glass you desire. Give them a call at 205-681-9162. That's 205-681-9162 for all your commercial and residential glass needs. They do storefronts and doors also.
Ward Brothers Motorsports, 205-208-3278. That's 205-208-FAST. You can find them at 8691 Thornton Avenue, Leeds.
You've arrived at your destination.
Or look them up on the web at wardbrothersmotorsports.com. Performance vehicle dealer. No games, no gimmicks, just car guys who like to have fun.
Have you ever had weird sounds coming from your trailer? Are you stopping at a red light and your tire from your trailer passes you? Then you need the Hub Saver. You can find them on the web at thehubsaver.com. So don't get stranded on the side of the road for 24 hours and lose money. Go to thehubsaver.com.
Marsh Automotive Custom Dyno Tuning and Car Engine Swap. You can locate them at 65472 U.S. Highway 231, Blunsville, Alabama. Give them a call at 205-429-4131. That's 205-429-4131.
This segment brought to you by Wholesale Transmission at 425 University Boulevard. Take care of all your transmission needs. The area code 205-251-0466. That's 251-0466.
In the wake of a disaster, what one thing can you send that will help people the most? A blanket, a tent, a sandbag, a doctor. Actually, if you send a monetary donation, you send all these things. Even a small donation can make a big impact and can quickly become exactly what people affected by disaster need most.
In the wake of a hurricane, your monetary donation can make a huge difference to those in need. To donate, visit supporthurricanerelief.org. That's supporthurricanerelief.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
I'm a veteran. My victory was admitting I had PTSD and getting help.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I no longer see it as a weakness, but as a sign of strength. I call it post-traumatic growth.
DAV provides a lifetime of support, helping veterans of every generation get the benefits they've earned.
I am a veteran. I lost both legs in Vietnam.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans so they can reach victories great and small.
My victory was getting my benefits and a good education.
I'm a veteran. When I got out, I felt like nowhere was safe. My victory was finding the help I needed.
But there's more to be done, and more victories to be won.
Thanks to DAV, now I feel like I'm human again.
Help support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Man, I tell you what, if you watch him, I mean, he just got it down, man. That guy, that car is just he's got. I watched him when he was over working on it and stuff too. He's got the fans on it, cooling it down. I mean, he's just dead serious.
Well, he and Hank Stubbs both. They just do an outstanding job. They show up to win. They've got enough parts and expertise to make sure the cars are ready to go. And one of the things I like about Tim Seegers, the Batman, is as an announcer, when you call Pro Mods, Tim Seegers sitting there waiting on you. You do not have to wait on him. We've had some in the past. Is this microphone on? I know I called you, and you can't get them to come to the staging. But when I've seen Seegers come to line, something be broke, they go back to the pits, fix it, and bring it back before the other ones even got down to the track.
Was that something I was going to ask you when I was there and I didn't? The one that was running the I'll think of it in just a second. Low. It was a Nomad.
Yeah.
Okay, Nomad. Is that the same car with a different paint job that we saw at Etheridge, or is that a totally different car?
A different. Remember, he had a maroon one.
Right.
I think there were. I think there were 5 of those things.
It's like 5 or 8. Something.
Yeah, there's
a
few of them.
Wow.
And he owns 2 of them now. And that particular one he's got now was the light one. That thing weighs 1,800 pounds. It's all. I mean, it's.
Oh, gee whiz.
The other one, the maroon one, it was 2,400 or something like that. It was pretty heavy. But he has 2 of them. And I think Kenny Scott's who it was, and I think it's got a 959-inch motor in it. So
good grief! Wow.
Well, you got to get the bugs out of them. Just like Hank and Tim Seegers, they've got the bugs out of theirs.
I bet those guys have been doing it so long it isn't even funny.
Well, I tell you one thing: there's no lazy people with them. They'll break something. They'll have a motor tore apart, fix it, and put it back together. It's ready to go.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's racing's probably a big part of what they do. I'm sure. Besides I'm sure they've got regular jobs and stuff. But
oh yeah.
But you can tell they put a lot into it. But it was a lot of fun, man. A lot of nice people. That all the folks working at the track were nice, and it was really just a good atmosphere and. Can't say enough about it, how much I enjoyed it. Of course, all the tracks that I've been to, Huntsville's been great, and Laster Mountain as well. They're just good tracks.
And something else you need to put on your list is coming to Capital City to one of the Outlaw Pro Mod races. It's coming up the 20th,
12th,
the 12th, 13th of August.
Okay.
Last time we was there was 27 Pro Mods.
Now, Night of Fire will have jet trucks.
Yep.
So I would say it's a bigger show. Might not have as many Pro Mods, but it is a.
Yeah, there's about 20 different classes. I don't know, a bunch of different classes.
Jet trucks are worth watching.
Man, I tell you, did you guys see that poor guy in Michigan with that jet truck that burst into flames? That was sad.
I did.
Yeah, that was at an air show. That was, man, that turned my stomach when I saw that.
Last year I think there were, believe I'm right, there were 3 jet vehicle drivers passed away. A car drifted to one side. She hit one of the styrofoam blocks in the middle of the track. The styrofoam block come up and hit her in the head and killed her.
Good grief! Wow.
These guys are very, very well protected. But a styrofoam block at 300 miles an hour will take you out. She's from, I believe she's down in Florida. Yep. But anyway, 3 people lost their life last year. So the speeds have gotten so great. Hey, if you get an opportunity, world record quarter mile passes. There's a guy who had a rocket car, went 340, I'm talking quarter mile, 340 at close to 400 miles an hour. So he came back. Came back and went 320 at 405. 405 miles an hour. But the guy lost his life. Now he did not die in a racing accident. It's something else. Something else went on. But this is in the mid 80s. 405 miles an hour, and you watch that video on YouTube. Man, you talking about taking off.
I think that one in Michigan, that was an air show, and that was tractor trailer type rig, and he was in excess of 300 miles an hour, and it blew a tire. They slowed the motion down. They finally figured out it blew a tire, which severed a fuel line, which caused the explosion. And I just can't imagine, man, what kind of tires that you could possibly run on that. It's got to be some type of airplane tire to match up to 300 miles an hour. That is incredible. And what was so sad about it is his father was there and just watched his son go like that. That's terrible.
Well, you know, as bad as that is, can you imagine losing a son and you weren't there to support him?
Yeah, that would be worse.
You've got to be you got to be there.
Yeah, well, and I believe they were in business together, doing that together, which was great as well.
Yeah.
But
it's the Shockwave. It used to be Les Shockley in the Shockwave. Had three motors on it. NHRA imposed a 300 mile per hour speed limit on them things because there's no telling how fast they'll go.
Man, I tell you that we're governed at 65 miles an hour. I can imagine going 5 times that fast enough. Even something that looks like a wrecker, it doesn't even really look like a truck, but it just looks like a big wrecker. But good grief! I've been meaning to ask. I hadn't heard Johnny doing better. I know he was progressing and all that. Is he doing good?
I haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks. Hey, maybe 3 weeks. Hadn't talked to him.
It's been a while.
I think they're up at Lyons, Indiana this weekend. The Gassers are up there. And his health, he's struggling, and he had some people going to go to the track for him. So I haven't talked. I hadn't talked to his wife, either one.
Well, I may get to catch him. I don't know. I'm still got my sights set on either London or Knoxville. I'm not sure which one. I'm gonna try to make one of the two if I can. But man, it was good talking to y'all. Like I said, I wanted to tell you how much. Appreciate you inviting me down for that. Sure did have a blast, and want to do it again soon as well.
Hey, did you like my T-shirt? Okay.
Oh man, that thing's awesome. I've had so many people. Hey, won't you just give me that? I said, won't you just get your own? But everybody I've showed it to just loves it, man. It's a good looking shirt.
Yeah, well, we spent a lot of time on that thing, and the black, and then the yellow shirt or yellow car on the black really took some of the pop out of the colors. I think when we do them again, we may change that shirt. And I love the shirt; it's just great. But we'll have some different colors, and because the black background doesn't do the car justice, because it is a sweet piece.
It really is, man. I got some good pictures of it while I was there, and it's I sent it to a bunch of friends of mine, and told them what I was doing that Saturday, and I wish I had. A lot of these guys won't travel like I will. I wish I could get some of them to come with me, because I know some really good guys that would really enjoy this stuff, but they don't get out as much. And the bad part is, as these tracks have disappeared on us, it's harder to see these kind of events, man. I hate to see some of the tracks not get supported like they used to, and quite frankly, a lot of the just like what you talking about I-22 with all that damage and stuff, man. That puts the hurts on you when you're out weeks like that in the middle of the prime.
This is three. Season, Well, Steve, thanks for calling. I got music in the background, and we'll just keep in touch.
Sounds good, Randall. Landon, y'all take care. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, buddy. See you.
Be safe.
All right, see you guys.
All right, so buddy Steve from up in Tennessee. All right, we'll be right back on Drag Race Central.
This portion of the show is brought to you by The Home Place. They have 2 locations. They have Pinson and Warrior. Pinson number is 205-681-6226 or the Warrior location at 205-543-6556.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
This is Ricky Rubio, point guard for the Phoenix Suns.
And I'm Holly Robinson Peete, actor and along with Ricky, ambassador for Delivering Jobs. We know that a job is empowering and instills confidence. Yet 81% of adults with developmental differences don't have a paid job, even though companies that employ people with differences report better morale and higher productivity.
There are 6.5 million people in the U.S. with an intellectual or developmental difference such as autism.
And now, thanks to Autism Speaks, Best Buddies, the Holly Rod Foundation, and Special Olympics, there has never been more opportunity to improve hiring practices and build a more inclusive workforce. Join me, Ricky Rubio, and these amazing organizations in supporting and creating pathways to 1 million employment and leadership opportunities for this talented community.
Visit deliveringjobs.org to learn more.
That's deliveringjobs.org.
Does your child have dreams? Some babies are born with SCID, a serious defect of the immune system. Fortunately, my daughter Lily was screened, diagnosed, treated, and cured. With newborn screening, Lily and every child can have a lifetime of dreams.
All newborns need to be screened for SCID. A simple test may save your baby's life. Jeffrey Modell Foundation, helping children reach for their dreams. To learn more, talk to your doctor or visit our website at info4pi.org.
I'm a veteran. We hit a mine in Vietnam.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My victory's been never giving up hope.
DAV helps veterans of every generation get the benefits they've earned.
I finally admitted, with my PTSD, I wasn't doing well.
So veterans can reach victories, great and small.
Now I wish I'd found DAV sooner. My victory is just enjoying each day.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Well, this is I like this music that has come up because we've got a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, we got some Blondie. Hey, we got some Blondie music in there for you this morning.
Hey, I'll take it. That was a hot girl back in the day.
Oh yeah. Well, what is going on with the Fultondale Flash?
Hey, we're looking forward to being on the radio this coming Saturday. So getting some things together, and I think I got my sister lined up to come in. She's going to be a hoot. So Landon, just if you got any nerve pills, it'll be wise to take one before.
It will be. You take it before. Well, he started about Wednesday. Taking some nerve pills.
Yeah, she's a talker. That's for sure.
Yeah, and make sure you determine where the dump button is.
Yeah, I warned her about that. I said, look, now this is a G-rated radio station, so if you don't know what that means we be nice.
We be real nice.
So I think she'll mind her manners, and you know, the only thing we get probably is let her just maybe give her some experience. You know.
Oh yeah.
She never was much to go to these races, and then I invited her one day to come up and go to the races with it. She just had a blast, and she talked to everybody, and she said, "This is so much fun. I want to do this from now on. Just every time you go, I want to come up here," because she just enjoys she's a people person, and
Yeah.
she just loves going and talking. And
Well, yeah, we
so-
enjoy rendering. You know, we all cut up, and we're all friends, and we just everybody cuts up with everybody, and it's a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to it. We're going to try and get some things together and get the show going in here, and looking forward to that. And also, our next race for the list race, if we get this thing try and get this thing off the ground, we need more people to show up and root us on. I think it's August the 5th. The Friday
right.
night, our next one.
Yeah, sounds right.
So we got some time to do a little bit of tuning on our cars, and hopefully you got your cars straightened out or working toward getting it straightened out, one or the other.
Chris, I don't even have it out of the trailer yet.
I figured that.
Well, I had eye
hard,
surgery.
ain't it?
No, well, I had eye surgery this week.
Oh, did you? You did have it. I
Yes.
saw that. I mean, I recommended the curve feelers, and you could probably get extensions put on those if you want to. But
I'll be looking
I mean,
good.
that worked. I mean, it worked in the day.
I guess it did. Yeah, that's curve feelers. I appreciate that, Chris. But I did have the surgery, and my vision is coming back. It's kind of slow, but it's better than the 0 it was. My goodness, that's kind of a rush. Hey, and let me tell you, so I had the RV down at Tannehill. All right, my choices were to drive home one-eyed, or leave it down there until I get Landon to go down and get it, and he's never driven a thing. What chances have I got making it home without hitting anything? So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to drive it home. So I drove home one-eyed. And
he somehow saw that to be a better option than just to hey, you can get
I'm
this.
pretty sure if Landon was put up to the task, he'll pull through.
Oh,
and
yeah.
get it done. So I'm pretty sure of that. But hey, you can chalk one more thing up on your list that you can do. You can drive with one eye.
One eye and one leg.
One leg.
That's right. I'm only half the man I used to be.
You need to find them guys that does that bionic on a $6 million man. I'm sure the price is about to come down by now on some of that.
Well, now look, Chris, I remember Lee Majors, a $6 million man. He had one bionic leg. That rascal could run 60 miles an hour.
Sure could.
And I don't know. Now the one I got is it's got Bluetooth. It's got everything. I mean, it's the Mac Daddy in prosthetics. I've got it.
It's pretty up there.
And I thought maybe since I never went to college, this gives me. I still got my 5 years eligibility of playing college football. If I can kick I can kick about a 250-yard field goal now. All they do is just every time you kick a ball to you, I just kick it through the field goal. Kick a field goal. But if you miss, I turn like 6 flips.
Yeah, there you go. Alabama will be looking for you if they hear this. So
I got all my eligibility left. As long as you don't need me to run, and I can't scramble. Scrambling is over.
Well, I tell you what, Saban will be all over you as long as you put it through the field code every time he calls your number up. So
that's too funny.
All right. Well, again, we're looking forward to our show coming up. Anybody listening, be sure and call in. We'll take your phone calls next week, and we'll try and get on some good subject matters and some stuff coming on. I'd like to hear some feedback about these electric cars coming up. Also, the performance of them are coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like no matter what, they're going to be eventually showing up everywhere. We're not going to be able to get around them. They're going to be here. So it might be one of these deals we're going to have to learn to adapt to them. But they ain't going to make nowhere near as much fun going down the track as these race cars, that's for sure.
Look, Chris, my biggest issue with them, I hear the green deal. I hear all this crap. But when you're downtown, it's Saturday night, you're downtown, look around for a race. In an electric car, do you put it in neutral and rev it up? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, they put probably fake sound in them with a speaker and an amp in the trunk.
J.C. Whitney, they have that. I'm serious. J.C. Whitney has a speaker by the back tire. It makes how about an irk out sound? When I taught school, kids said, "Erk out." I said, "What? What do you mean?" He said, when you spin a tire, it goes, "Erk out." Holy smoke!
Wooden mufflers on there, wooden.
Well, I've got a rubber camshaft in my motor. The tighter you wind it, the wilder it gets.
So all those good things are going to come up on our next radio show, and everybody, you're welcome to call and chime in and give us what you think we need to do with these electric cars, and maybe put 2 9-volt batteries in it instead of 1. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see.
There was a Tesla been coming to the track. How about 609 at 121 miles an hour?
Oh yeah,
609.
Again, the performance is definitely there. With what it costs to buy one, it's probably not too far out considering what some of these high end, gas burners are running nowadays. These Challengers and stuff like that with the big motors in them are, that's probably a very reasonable car to buy.
Well, you can't get a noise ticket. I know that.
Yeah.
So nobody can steal your catalytic converter while you're in a funeral.
That's true. So I don't know. We'll find out. But there's a lot of interesting things going on with them. But we'll see what happens, and then we'll come up with some more subjects to talk about. So Landon, be ready, and again, with my sister getting there. Be sure and take a nerve pill, that's for sure, because she's going to be like a chainsaw running wide open.
He clearly doesn't know my family.
That's right.
She won't be that bad.
Well, Chris, we appreciate you calling and looking forward to you being here again. I'm going to be out of town. And,
hey, on that boat, if you can, call in.
That's a pretty good idea.
You can get a satellite
We could try it.
All right, bud.
We'll talk to y'all later. I'm looking forward to next week. We'll see you.
All right, Chris. See you, bud. That's our buddy Chris Rogers going to be a co-host here on the show next week. He's going to be your co-host. You'll be sitting over here in the host seat.
The host seat. Yeah.
You'll have all this.
All these buttons.
You got the phone has got 40, 50 buttons on it, and only a couple of them are the ones you need to touch. I figured that out. I've cut a few people off.
I have noticed that.
Oh shoot! Cut him off again.
That's it. Next week's going to be another great show.
We are fortunate and are blessed to get to do this every week.
Yes, we are.
Sometimes I get thinking, well, I'm tired. Do I really want to do this? And then I get on the air. You know what? This actually is kind of fun.
Realistically, when you think about it, what else would you rather be doing?
It's it.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing this on the air, I'm doing this sitting with my buddies, and that's actually how this show got started.
That's right.
Because we don't need these stories to go away.
Well, realistically, you get all this free time on Saturday morning.
Yeah. What else you doing?
Yeah. What else you doing? Might as well come do a radio show. Entertain people.
Or entertain myself.
That's right.
Sometimes I crack myself up. You know that?
I have noticed.
On Saturday night, we replay from tonight from 9 to 11.
Or we were live this morning, 6 to 8. Whichever time you're listening to this.
I have listened, getting ready for bed, and I'm talking, and I had to stop and hear what I.
an everyday hero.
Give to United Way of Central Alabama.
Welcome back into DragRace Central. Landon's talking about here off the air that he needed his GTO. Got some miles on it, and then transmission got a little slop in it, but I actually know somebody that's got one. They disassembled a GTO and got the motor, transmission, and everything, and I saw that. Matter of fact, I'll probably see John Goodson, who it is. I'll see him at Cruise-In tonight. I might see if I can make the Cruise-In and Laster Mountain tonight.
Okay.
If I see John, I'll see the son, and his John, the dad, I know him too. But it was the dad who actually had this thing.
Hey, having one that's pulled out of a GTO would be even better because it's got the shifter in it that I need.
It is. It came out of a GTO.
Good.
They were gonna put it in something. I don't know if he ever did.
By the way, those shifters are pretty expensive. I found out.
We won't tell them. I'm thinking $300. Whole thing.
Yeah. But I was talking about if you're trying. None of that part is the shifter costs more than most of it. And,
oh yeah.
And that's the weird part. Because I've been trying to replace it with like an aftermarket one. Outrageous.
Ouch.
Now you can get like a short throw or something like that, but like a stock style replacement, they want more than it for an aftermarket one.
Well, anyway, I'll get with John and see if we can come up with something.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of trade material out there. We'll trade him a Fiero.
Well,
how about a Tornado?
I talked to Charles Bills yesterday. Told him to come get that junk, get it out of the yard.
Yeah. I put you some more scrap down there.
I appreciate it. What'd you put me?
It's a full set of brakes.
Okay, that's out of scrap. But scrap pile is a different animal than a couple cars sitting there. Of course, they got a big field, and you can't really see them. But when scrap goes up, when scrap gets to about $11 a hundred, we're gonna make a trip.
Yeah.
At $6 a hundred, you can't justify. Nah, so you just collect it up, and when the numbers get up, that's when you go sell your scrap iron or your scrap metal.
Yep.
Right now there's probably 1,000 pound there. Yeah, there's probably 1,000 pound in that range.
Yeah.
So we'll get that done eventually. By the time it goes back up to that, it might be. You might inherit that. You might inherit that pile.
I appreciate that.
I'll hook you up, bub. So when you're out there picking up that scrap, Dad, I appreciate that.
My thing is, how can scrap metal be down yet actual metal be up?
I don't know. I bought 5 pieces of tubing, 11 gauge, 1 inch square. There was a couple of those at 14 gauge, 11 gauge, 1 inch round.
Mm-hmm.
These are either 20 or 24 foot lengths. Anyway, and 1 piece of 1.25 inch square, 11 gauge.
Yeah.
$351. This should have been $60 or $70. Is what $351. It's so expensive. I just left it laying there. It's still out in the in dry. We put it outside when we cleaned the basement up. I need to put it back in.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm gonna inherit that.
You may inherit that too. Let's go out to a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm fighting with the door at the moment. Got my door latch not working right on the truck. It's jammed up on me. I'm gonna have to do a little spraying on it, and may have to replace it.
Well, a little maintenance every 8 or 10 years might help.
I know. Couldn't get it out of my boy. He was driving it. Now I'm gonna swipe his truck. I'm gonna have to do the repairs on it about every week.
Yeah, well, he'll let you borrow it when it's out of gas.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now sometimes I get lucky and it'd be gas in it.
Well, that's pretty awesome. The little computer says distance to empty 1.
Oh yeah, it makes a difference. It's like you got to tell them that sometimes they don't know what that E means.
It means extra. Everybody knows that.
It does.
How far can I go before you run out? You don't want to find out.
That's right. Because walking. Hey, if you're, Chris called a while ago. If you're driving an electric car and it runs out of electricity, could you take a 5-gallon bucket down to the store and get you 5 gallons of electricity and bring it back and put it in your car?
No. Can't do that. That's not a possibility at the moment.
I agree. What's going on up in Moulton?
Well, headed to work this morning. Had a big tractor and truck pull last weekend. Appreciate you letting us run it on, letting us advertise it a little bit. Had a great turnout. Everything worked out well. Had a lot of pullers. Had a lot of spectators. It was a real good event.
Well, you'd like to hear that. You want the motorsports events to be healthy.
Oh yeah. And back held up good and everything. It was a good event. Overall, a good event.
That is wonderful.
I heard you going on a trip.
Say that again?
I heard you're going on a trip.
I am going on a trip. Just a little boat ride.
Oh.
Going to.
Now, I got it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm going down the. I think I'm going to Mexico. Is where I'm going. Actually, I'm going on a boat ride. I think they stopped in Mexico, but it's the boat ride's what it's about.
Yeah, my daughter and son and wife, and I think one or two more went with them. They had to go on a little trip years ago to Cancun.
Oh yeah. Well, I've done this quite a few times, and of all the ways traveling, I like a cruise is high on the list.
Yes, well, I'm not a big cruiser. That's cruising with cars.
Oh yeah.
I'm not crazy about them.
Well,
I've been on a boat for a week.
I like a road trip in the car too. It's a lot of fun.
Exactly. Don't let me keep you. Gonna talk about something else real quick. I got a kick out of your little story this morning about the little old lady chasing those boys out of that car with a gun. A little story a few years ago. It was several years ago. Back, I guess, before cell phones and all that. They might have had a car phone running around or something like that. But there were some guys that got stuck down at the river, and we were actually looking for a party. Late one night, my wife and I were going to a party, a friend of ours, and they'd moved the party, and we didn't get the phone call or whatever message to let us know it'd been moved. And we ran across some folks in there that was having some trouble. Well, was going to give them a ride back out to the store where they could use a payphone. And I noticed one of them had a gun, and I told my wife, I said, just keep an eye on him. And boy, she whirled around in the seat, watching him because we was in a pickup truck, and he got up in the bed of the truck. And said, just don't stare at him, just keep an eye on him. And because I didn't know the fella, didn't recognize him. We got up to the store, and when he got out, he walked up beside the truck, and he pulled the gun out, and he said, he stuck it up in the window, and for about a second there, I didn't know what he was fixing to do, and he said, here, hold this. I said, boy, I'm thinking to myself, don't point the gun at somebody when he was wanting to give me some money for taking him to the store. But he stuck the gun right up in the window, and I'm like, oh, man. Well, I just nobody's going what he was fixing to do. I guess he'd been drinking, probably wasn't thinking clear. But, yeah, it was a little scary there for a few seconds. I thought, man, I don't know if I was going to have to try to hit the gun, grab the gun, and just see what he was going to do or what. But, yeah, he was wanting to pay me for taking him to the store. I said, no, man, you don't owe me nothing. Just don't shoot me.
That's right. Well, I wasn't going to shoot you. You brought me out of the woods. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I took him out of the field, kept him from walking about a mile and a half, probably.
Wow.
But, yeah, I've been listening to y'all this morning a little bit. Y'all have a great show as usual, and, man, you be safe on your trip. And y'all have a great day. Holler if I can help y'all some.
Thank you, Will. See you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, that's buddy Will from up in Moulton. You need to tell about some Ray's
drive shafts.
Yep.
Located at 1417 Decatur Highway in Fultondale, Alabama. Give me a call in at 256-572-7485. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Go out there and get your name in the hat. Get yourself a ticket number for drive shafts.
We appreciate everybody loading Ray up with the drive shafts. Keep him busy.
I remember at one point you told me he was 500 behind. This is some years ago.
500? No, not 500.
No, he was doing a semi thing.
Oh yeah.
For semis, he's doing 500 of them for semis.
Oh. And the giraffe we talked about that he does, the thing that cleans the right-of-ways.
Uses 7?
No, it's got 5 in it.
5.
Telescoping, and I think he told me the drive shaft set that goes in is $5,500 is how much it costs it, because they're expanding, and they have to slide in and out. It's a big, complicated deal, and there'll be like a truckload of drive shafts that go for that one thing.
I know this next time I have to put another center race bearing in my drive shaft. Is getting an aftermarket one from Ray's.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, it's lasted this many years. With a stock one, you'll never mess up another one. That's how long they last.
Right. Which has got 210,000 miles on it.
What a deal.
Yeah.
How about that? So
pretty good lifespan.
It really is, and still nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's just a pretty nice vehicle. Hey, I noticed at I-22 the drone video. I saw your car like 40 times.
Yeah.
We had a primo parking spot.
That's just the funny parts about having a funky colored car, is you stand out of a crowd. every time you'd watch it, you'd like, there it is. There it is again.
There again. Look, Big Ben, Parliament. Big Ben, Parliament.
Yep.
From European Vacation. All right, guys, we have enjoyed today again. We'll get off here. We got to go get us some breakfast and
go out there and see VP Racing Fuel.
VP, buy some VP. Spend some money with Rick. He appreciates it. A lot of locations. Well, remember our replay tonight from 9 to 11 on the same station. If you're listening tonight, it's not today. Don't call in.
That's right. Sleep good though.
Remember, the older I get, the faster I'm gonna be. We'll see y'all next week on Drag Race Central.